All right, kill number 22, 23 for tonight. Had a pretty good night. I came out, I think I got here about 3 in the morning. So I'm going to take the late shift, go in and do some work on some of the properties here once it gets daylight. So I came out today and expecting still to be in the mating season calling. I slide into the first spot, and I'm still in my shorts and my tennis shoes, and I get up on the hill, and I scan with my Armacite collector, and there's a coyote up there right by the they got these round where the water is. I guess it's where the cattle come for the water, and I'll always see coyotes around them. They'll go up there and they'll stand up and get a drink. So I see this coyote up there, go down, and I get all my stuff ready. By the time I get back up there and get ready, I pop back up on the field, and I don't see that coyote anymore. So I'm looking at that whole field, man. I probably can see 1,000 yards. Now, there are a few dips in it, and I couldn't see that coyote anymore. So what I did is I looked back this way where I was going to call, and actually when I was getting set up and getting all my stuff ready, coyotes started howling all over the place. So I knew it was going to be a good night. No moon out, a lot of howling. It's mating season in South Carolina here. Mating season everywhere. But man, they were howling all over the place as I was getting ready. Looked for that coyote for a while, and I couldn't find it. But when I did look over this way, I seen cows in the top field. So right there, I don't know exactly where the cows are. I'm going to have to be careful where I take a shot. On nights like this, whenever the cattle are around in the prime area, what I'm doing is I'm coming out and I'm trying to get some footage. So I got some footage with the Armacite Sidekick right here, the 320. I got to get some good footage with this. I got a little bit of coyote footage with this. Got some good footage with the contractor again. Just watching 2 or 3 of them. They were back on this edge behind me, but I could not take a shot and could not really stalk in on them because the cattle were in there. Now, I could make these things howl, man, and I'm going to tell you the one that really was making them howl tonight was MFK Boogie Homesick House. Man, when I put that out there, these things just started. This field, back over there, there's another big group. Over there, there's a group, and I had some. I just had them everywhere tonight. But the problem was, again, and they really ain't a problem, but the cattle are in specific areas that I can't shoot. So I spent a lot of time over there waiting for maybe the perfect shot. I debated on which way I was going to sneak in on them. Up to my left, there was coyotes that were bedded, but I knew that the cattle were right up over top the hill there. So I videoed them a little bit. At one point, one of the coyotes got up, stretched, walked over, bedded down again. So when the cattle are around, I take the opportunity to get some footage with my equipment. Also to watch them. Just watch and see what the heck's going on. Just watch them and see how they act this time of year. So I see that one bedded up there. I'm going after one, and I look back up across the road to that other field where I seen that first one by the round unit, that water unit, and it's going up across there. I shoot out across that field, and I kicked up a killdeer. And all of a sudden, 2 coyotes ran over toward my lease and ran into my lease. Set up there, called a little bit. And man, when I'd call over there, all these coyotes just were going crazy. But I had to contend with them cows. So I slid in there one more time. And finally, I got one. I was watching 3 through the way out there, through the woods. Couldn't shoot at them. And one came up and gave me a shot nice and close as I was calling. I was going with Tony Tebby, Stuck on You, and MFK, Submissive Beggar. I could see the coyote, so I wasn't howling at him, but I'm throwing those sounds at him. Finally, I got one to come up and took a nice look, and I had a nice shot down into the ground. Man, dropped that first one in there. But so when I shot that first one, I could look out there and I still seen the other 3, and they came over into this field. So what I did, I took a quick picture there, and I wanted to make a loop, and I knew I had to come up through the cows. So I tried to sneak through the cows. As soon as I popped up over where I could see this bottom field in the direction they headed, I just made a big circle. There's 3 coyotes down there chasing each other. One was walking. It was just the way he was walking was kind of weird. But there was one bedded, another one chasing, and then this one was hanging around like the satellite. I started to sneak down through the cows, and man, they just were making noise, and I knew that it was going to alert these three down here. And I was looking for them. They were gone, but I looked back behind me, and I got a little bit of footage of it. I wasn't going to shoot back in there, and a coyote come right by me. Come right back behind me. Went back to where I was howling from. But I just went after these three. Now I pulled up the collector again, and you'll see the cows, and then you'll see back behind the cows, you'll see the coyotes down in here just running around chasing each other. So what I did is I went way down the left side. Cows are making noise. I mean, especially the bull, man, he was going crazy. The coyotes were looking. I got down into this field, took my time, set my collar out, and but I slid over here about midway to where I'm about halfway. I probably got about 500 yards this way, 500 yards this way, and I put out Tony Tebby Stuck on You again, and this male come up over, and then he just started going around smelling. He would look once in a while. I thought he was looking for that other coyote because I was looking for that triple now. Where in the heck did that triple go? He come over here and stood, gave me a nice perfect shot. Bam, dropped him right here for number 23. So 22 over there. Took me a while. That one took a long time to get in because I had to get him in a specific spot. I didn't want to shoot toward the buildings. The cows were over to my left and up on the top. I had to get that coyote in a specific area. So I had my collar down into the left, and finally one came in through, looking through there. So that one took me a couple hours to work in, but I was getting some footage with all my equipment. This one here, man, once I got down through the cows, it didn't take me 10 minutes to get this one. So still, there's a huge group over here that I'm going to hunt next time. There's a group back behind the camera that I'm going to hunt, and then that one that I videoed, he went back and forth. So there's still a lot of coyotes around. It's just a matter of knowing where the cows are, watching the wind direction. Wind direction kind of hurt me a little bit today. I couldn't move in the way I wanted, and then I had the cows a specific way. But man, listen, that's the days I like to get a lot of footage. So stay tuned. I think it's the 24th, 25th of February. I may not hunt the rest of the week. I'm going to hunt a little bit. I may hunt tomorrow, which is later today, down at one place. I'm going to hunt for some hogs during the daylight. I may hit the coyotes afterwards. But we're wrapping up February here with about 20, around close to 25. And we're going to have a good year, another 100 here in 2025.
With a piece in my hand and bloodshot eyes, I walked to the water for a last goodbye. He begged so much, it clouded my mind. One thing's clear, the man's gotta die. Might makes right, so he said, when he held all the keys over our head. I lived in that grip, but now he'll learn at the end with the tables turned. Lord, forgive me. Take me